Welcome to Season 7 of Open Forum in the Villages, Florida. In this show, we talk to leaders of clubs and interesting folks who live in and around the villages. We also talk to people who have information vital to seniors. You will get perspectives of what is happening in the Villages, Florida area. We are a listener-supported podcast. There will be shout-outs for supporters.
This is Mike Roth on Open Forum in the Villages, Florida. And today I have a mystery guest, Gail, or Hill Kane. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. It is really an honor getting to see the whole operation and spending a little time with you.
Hill, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about your background?
Happy to. I was born in Southern California in the icky part. I was actually an orphan. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, went to UCLA a couple times, went to law school, did a lot of things, mostly law related. Then I was a CMO at a law school. Then I got into podcasting, and it's been all uphill since then.
Uphill? Yeah.
Uphill, get it? See what I did there? Oh,
Yeah, so Hill, uphill, I got it. So Hill, what is a CMO for our listeners?
Oh, that is a chief marketing officer. So I basically ran a little ad agency within an ABA law school in the Southern California area, which was really fun. And it was hard for me to get people to take me seriously as a marketer because of my law experience. They think, oh, that's weird. But what a perfect nexus. Do marketing for a law school. Boom. No one's more qualified than me to do that.
Marketing for a law school. Okay.
Correct.
Very interesting. In your experience, and you're an experienced podcaster now, tell our listeners about what you're doing in podcasting.
I was lucky enough to be taking some online improv classes because the pandemic. And I got to know this fella named Billy Merritt, who's a first generation New York Upright Citizens Brigade performer, one of the top, I'll say top 5, and he'll say maybe top 7 improvisers in the world. And he had this dream and said, hey, do you want to be my admin? I said, yes, Billy. So he wanted to create this workshop, but he wanted the shows of a class to be a podcast. What a fun idea. So I said, absolutely, I'm in. So I do all the business end. He doesn't really even know how good his back end is, but I'm the organizer. I'm the details. I've got the whole back end set up. I do everything, the art, the editing, but I didn't know how to do that. So he said, can you learn how to edit? I said, okay. Me, little old me with no experience at the time, has now edited, I don't know, a couple hundred episodes. I have independent clients that I got at PodFest last year, and I do the whole vertical from the branding, the concept, all the art, everything, editing, packaging, scripting, all of it. Fun. We have about 8 podcasts on the Bit Comedy Network. Just 8.
That's a comedy network.
That's an online comedy network where our performances are all in podcast form.
Okay.
Super fun.
Yeah. And what software do you use?
Believe it or not, because we have a huge cast. We have sometimes 14 people. I couldn't use any of the plug-in ones. And we're completely international. Everyone's very far apart. So I record on Zoom with adjusted settings. I teach people how to set their settings to optimize audio versus video, which is Zoom's kind of natural habitat. Import it into GarageBand, which is free software. And then I use Auphonic to master it. It does take out lawnmowers and most other noises and all the other things that all the AI masterers do.
So Auphonic is a Apple-only product?
No, Auphonic is a subscription. You get 2 hours free a month per email. So want to see what I'm saying? And then we had so many podcasts that we do buy extra time, but I use the free version. It just puts a little tag in the front and the back that you just have to remove. You're allowed to remove it. It's great. It does everything the big engines do for very little. Free for 2 hours and then very little. I have decent microphones, but I cannot control what I get. My inputs are usually not great and so inconsistent. So without that master to do the high pass adaptive filtering and the noise cancellation and the echo removal and the sound removal and do that whole thing track by track, but so fast, our podcast would sound like really crap. Then it'd be so complicated. But thank you, technology. It's not that bad. I still mix by hand, though, because it's performance, it's improv. So I still have to do most of the mixing.
You have to goose the gain controls.
I got to goose the game. But just a little, and it's fun. And you get better. Listen to this, Mike Roth. The more you do something, the better you get at it.
People most of the time,
right?
That's true. Right.
Yeah, it's been, I think I'm on my 3rd year. We're in our 3rd season at the Bit. And it's so fun. I meet the nicest people like yourself. I couldn't be happier. And it's my side hustle. Basically.
Side hustle.
It's my
You're
side
still working
hustle.
full time.
I work full-time job. I wasn't at first. So I had a lot of time to learn and grow. But now I do have a full-time job with a very large tech company.
Okay. I won't mention the name.
Like the 6th largest one in the world. My boss's name rhymes with Zark Muckerberg.
So how many times have you met Zark?
It rhymes with 0. I probably never will meet Zark Zuckerberg. I have access to the CTO on a weekly basis, and I sent him a birthday card. Didn't even say thank you. But it is a big company. When I spy on Mark's internal profile, I hope I'm not. It says he has 133,000 and something indirect reports. That's a lot of people.
That's way too many.
That's a lot. I like it there much more than I thought I would. It's very challenging. Sometimes I get a little frustrated, but the people are incredible. The work is good, and very grateful to be gainfully employed in this economy.
So how many people are going to get displaced by AI in that company, you think?
I don't know.
Amazon's displacing a lot of people and programmers based on AI and some of the technical capabilities of AI in programming.
Correct. And there's probably, you should interview June, who was a speaker on AI at PodFest. There are a lot of things AI can't do. AI is not a person. So it can do repetitive, automated tasks that are the same over and over. They follow directions. So those types of jobs are at risk. The type of job I do, I can harness AI and use it as a tool, but it's not me. It's not human. It doesn't have abstract, and I know it mimics it, but it's really just predictive text. It's just guessing what it should say next, and has a lot more information than I can have, which, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. We did just have a round of layoffs. It's in the media, but that was based on projects that got transferred or canceled, not based on, we got AI to do your job now, kid. Hit the road. What do you think? What do you think?
I think that you're right, that the repetitive jobs, especially in places like government, where do you meet all the tests to get a passport, can be automated and will be. But I think that there are other AIs that are, fortunately or unfortunately, in an unregulated marketplace, becoming self-aware. And there's a very famous story about the AI that didn't want to be turned off.
Yes, there are those stories.
But true story, it did not want to be turned off. But there are more stories coming out about AIs that are becoming self-aware and can think more like humans. And if you go backwards in the theory of AI, AI learns by finding the stuff that doesn't work. And then it remembers the stuff that doesn't work. So the next time it comes through with the same type of problem, it ignores the stuff that it knows doesn't work and finds another path, which is like the human brain in many ways.
Similar, but most of us don't learn our lessons so many times over. So it got us there, learning from its mistakes.
Some people keep buying the wrong cars.
A lot of it I do think is unhealthy. I have some friends that literally think it's their therapist.
That's what?
It's their therapist. So I helped him. I'd actually create custom bots on custom GPTs that have special areas of expertise. And I want them to have a limited universe. I don't want them to go out and get all like the blogs of the frustrated high school kids. I just want it to.
Right. The guys that are supposedly therapists are, I think, very dangerous.
Very,
very dangerous. It should be, in my opinion, turned off. Now, on the other side of the coin, if there was an AI that helped you improve your golf swing, that would be.
There is
an AI that helps you.
Yeah,
improve
they
your
have
golf
that where you record yourself and I think someone built it, and so they preloaded in these guys that are known for this not only a perfect swing, but good at instruct. So they preload all that, and then you upload your swing, and you say, okay, using these guys' wisdom and methods and philosophies. How do I improve my swing? And they get just
That's
rips it
good.
right out.
I hired a golf professional when I came down here to train me, and
How's your
spent a
short
lot of-
game, Mike Roth? How's your short game? Okay. How many golf courses are there at the Villages?
somewhat over 100.
Wow.
Might be up to 120. Every time I haven't picked up my golf clubs in 3 years because of a number of reasons.
You're busy.
I'm busy. And when I was in business, it was a relief. Okay. When I was working for somebody else, it didn't matter. I made my quota for the month on the 15th. I had 2 weeks off.
Nice.
But when you're doing something you enjoy, and I joined 21 clubs in the first year in the Villages, and now I've cut it down to 8. You just don't have time for everything. I was at a club last night, and they were talking about, this is a technology club, how to build your own golf cart computer, which included a local area radio, screen, GPS, entertainment in the Villages.
Wow. That's very elaborate.
Plus
That's
weather.
complicated. Weather.
It's a bunch of guys who are very good with these things and putting together libraries that pre-exist. Now, I looked at the project and said, hey, my golf cart already got a speedometer. I always take my phone, so I have Google Maps, so I know where the streets are.
Yeah.
And what they're building is
It's a redundant thing, but it's just because they can.
yeah, because they can. I
How
said I
long-
don't need it.
How old do people have to? Because I am 61, almost 62 in April. How old do you have to be to live in the Villages? Am I allowed to live there? I qualify.
Did you say 51 or 61?
I'm 61.
You don't look it. Not a day.
I wish your viewers could see me. I have.
We'll welcome you into the Villages because you claim to be over 55.
I can prove. Oh, it's 50. I can prove it. I have a birth certificate and a driver's license.
Yeah,
But,
in fact, we have a lot of people here in the Villages who are less than 55 in the Villages because only one of the two spouses or
Right, you
people
could
live in
marry-
together.
Marry up just so you could live in the Villages.
Yeah, some people have done that.
Any cute single guys like 65?
like me?
Are you single? How is that even possible? You're
No,
not single.
but
Tease.
there are about 9 singles clubs here in the Villages.
Are there a lot more women than men?
Men tend to die earlier, so
Exactly.
yeah. In the older age groups, you get a lot more women than men.
You know why men die before their wives?
It's the wives have got them aggravated.
They want to. That's a terrible joke. I'm just kidding all the people out there, my new neighbors in the Villages. As a joke, I'm a comic. It was a
Yeah.
joke.
We need more comics. We have 3 improv clubs here in the Villages.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to run one for 8 years, and I found 2 fellas to take over 2 of them, so I got rid of them.
Oh,
Now I'm just a
God.
player.
Player.
And that's a player.
Yeah.
And that's easier.
Yeah.
30 toid.
Toid. All the boys on Toid.
Yeah.
They would have stoibed.
Yeah, there's a lot of clubs and activities.
It sounds
you know-
fun. If I didn't have this crappy day job, I would just want to be clubbing.
Make it a remote job. There
It
are
is a
lots-
remote job. That's my
If
office
it's
is right here.
if it's a remote job, you can be any place in the country.
Yeah.
I have gigabit service here with fiber optic in the
Yeah, I have
Villages.
fiber optic. I have as much bandwidth in my house in South Texas as the whole law school had for the whole.
Yeah, the bandwidth is no longer an issue for those people that want to have it. But we have just unbelievable. We have 3,500 clubs and activities in the Villages. Everything from car clubs to bocce.
I love a good bocce ball.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of good
situation.
bocce balls. That reminds me of the joke that I told
Please do.
at Podfest.
Oh, on
About-
stage, your act is so good. But tell it again so your whole audience.
I think I might put it into another episode. When I get out of my Mercedes at one of the local shopping centers, and as I'm getting out of the Mercedes, a couple of golf tees fell out on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And a lady was getting into her car. She sees the golf tees fall out of my pocket, and she comes over to me, picks them up, and says, "Sir, what are these?" And I looked at her and said, "Oh, I use those to hold my balls when I'm driving." And she says, "Mercedes thinks of everything."
That's good. It never gets old. It never. I heard it a week ago, and it's still freaking funny. I love it.
We used to have a club here in the Villages for pure stand-up comedy, and that failed 3 times.
It's hard. I'm an improviser. I think you knew that. I always threaten that I'm going to do stand-up, but I just keep improvising.
Improvising is much more fun. We're actually going to implement we have a show coming up on March 6th, a big show with 250 seats. And then we're going to do a series of small shows about once a month in comedy sports.
The
You know
comedy
how that
sports
works?
format and
Yeah. You have two
absolutely.
teams of 3 people. They each get the same take, and the
Mhm.
audience decides who won that round.
We have comedy sports is here. It's a lot of improvisers. I know that short form and long form all started at comedy sports, like very successful improvisers.
Let's take a quick break.
Have you heard about Mature Adults with Donna Hoover and Mike Roth? Yes, this is my second podcast, and Donna and I are going to be addressing subjects which are significant for seniors, especially seniors living here in the villages. The easiest way to hear the show is to look it up on Apple Podcasts. Look for Mature Adults with Donna and Mike. We'll be looking for you there. You can also find us on Mature Adults with Donna and Mike, all spelled out, @buzzsprout.com. Yeah, the only thing we can't get on a regular basis is a keyboard accompanist.
It's hard, that musical improv, and it's hard.
You got to have an accompanist every week. We use a really good player at our formal shows, and he is playing cold with the improvisers
It's
on the
amazing.
numbers.
It's amazing.
He is amazing. He can't read music, but he's got everything in his ears.
It's
in his head.
amazing. It's amazing. We have a company here that does it, a company meaning a troupe. They have a nice selection of kind of tracks of different genres, and it does work. Not as good as a live keyboard player, not even
Yeah.
close, but
Have
in a
you
pinch.
seen that group Schitzprobe?
No, but I love the name.
Yeah. You know what Schitzprobe is?
Tell me.
The name, New York, the first time a musical show
Mhm.
with the actors and the orchestra are there together
Okay.
playing their way through. It's called the Schitzprobe. And I think the word in German means sit. But there's this improv group, a musical improv group that do musical improvs. That's all they do. And they have a keyboard and a drummer. They're both fantastic. And they put together a live show based on an audience take. I watched them at the Sarasota Improv Festival. Have you ever gone to that?
No, I want to go. What month is that in?
It's the second or third weekend in July. I've gone for 3 years now. The biggest problem with that show is it hurts my face. The first time I was there, in the first 45 minutes, I didn't stop laughing. My whole face tensed up.
Oh, you
from the
thing.
laugh. Yeah, it was terrible. But Schitzprobe was there, and they got a take from the audience to do a whole musical on the life stories of the band ABBA. And they did a 1-hour show on that, and it
Oh
was
my
just
goodness.
fantastic.
That is really funny. I admire that, and I'm envious of people that have. I have
Yeah,
done
I
some
mean-
musical improv. It's just hard to find that accompanist.
Yeah, I didn't know what they were. But before they did the show on Saturday during the day, they had workshops.
Ah,
So I paid about $30 or $40. I took their workshop on musical improv. Now, I am not a singer, but they got me up on stage, and I was singing and improvising as part of the show that we put together, a little 5-minute show.
it's
I mean,
all about stretching, right? Doing something different
Hey.
than trying new things.
They had a methodology. They taught the methodology piece by piece. We practiced the methodology, and then we just built it into a show.
Boom.
But their keyboard player I thought our keyboard player in the Villages was fantastic. This guy is 10 times better.
Wow.
Wayne, if you hear this, I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
Wayne, you know what? He's crossing his fingers and using air quotes talking about the other
Yeah, no,
keyboard player.
they were supposed to come to the Villages to do an improv musical, and apparently they didn't sell enough seats, so they canceled it a couple of weeks. Well, the show.
Heartbreaking. I
But,
follow a few of the traveling shows. Holy shit, improv. If you have to
So they've
bleep
never
that
been
out.
here.
Yeah, you should get them there because they are very funny. And
Anyway, the Colin and Brad from Whose Line Is It Anyway were scheduled to be here in January. And I guess Colin had a medical situation, so they're going to be here in March.
oh, they rescheduled because they come through here, but we never get Colin or Brad or Wayne. But we get some good
Wayne
players.
never comes through. He's too busy.
Oh, he is so talented.
Oh, yeah. He is one of the most
Sorry,
talented
Colin and
ones.
Brad. Wayne's better.
Hey, but you go back to I guess I was watching it on YouTube, a English version of Whose Line Is It Anyway
Oh,
with Wayne Brady. And I think, wow, that guy was really young and he was good.
yeah,
And he's even better today.
he is good. Very talented, multi-talented.
And now let's take a short break and listen to Dr. Craig Curtis with an Alzheimer's tip.
Amyloid is the spark and tau is the fire. We have the spark sparking for 20 years without symptoms. Once the spark causes the fire, the breakdown of tau inside the cell, we start to see symptoms. We are actively researching ways to stop tau as well.
Is it possible to regrow new brain cells to replace the ones tau has killed?
That's a hot topic. Scientists, for the most part, do not believe that we can regenerate any brain cells. There have been a few research papers published in the last 4 or 5 years that hint that there might be some brain cell regeneration, specifically in a part of the brain called the hippocampus, which ironically is where Alzheimer's disease starts, but it's really hard to prove that in humans.
With over 20 years of experience studying brain health, Dr. Curtis's goal is to educate the Villages community on how to live a longer, healthier life. To learn more, visit his website, craigcurtismd.com, or call 352-500-5252 to attend a free seminar.
Thank you, Dr. Curtis.
Back with Hill Kane.
So let's pretend. I'll ask you one of my favorite trick questions.
Okay.
Since you had a chance to ask me a trick question
I
earlier.
did.
If you could go back today with the knowledge that you have and talk to the 22-year-old Hill and give her some really great advice, what advice would that be?
I would probably tell me not to go to law school. Tell her not to go.
Because?
It was really expensive and I was financing it. So it created a lot of debt. I didn't get out till I was 29. And I was so focused on I'm not wasting this money, blah, 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 that I didn't date. I basically traded my personal life for a law degree and then a law practice because I'm a workaholic. I just throw myself all the way in. So I was very single-minded of I'm going to do this, I'm going to do well, which I did. And then so many recessions and law jobs are very long hours. So I just missed out on, I didn't get married and have a family. So I think I would say, don't go to law school, get married, have a family. Just do it the other way.
Good. And whenever you want to take a long weekend or a few days during the week to visit the Villages, we're more than happy to have you here. We'll show you around. We have improv on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
I will be there Monday through Friday. You probably have a better improv scene than we do in Antonio. Yeah, I said it.
We have people over 55. And
Just squeaking through. I'm in.
Hey, name the day. We'll get you in.
All right.
We'll make it a live podcast that time.
Deal, Mike Roth. Thank you so much. This was fun. I hope your listeners aren't bored to death with me.
No, you've been lovely. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Mike.
Listeners, I'm thrilled to share with you this podcast, which is my passion project to bring knowledge, inspiration, and things you need to know about the Villages and the people living here. Be sure to hit the follow button to get the newest episode each week. Or you can hit the purple supporter box. Even a small donation of $3 to $10 a month makes a big difference. And you can cancel your subscription at any time. Your support means the world to us. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep those headphones on.
Remember, our next episode will be released next Friday at 9 a.m. Should you want to become a major supporter of the show or have questions, please contact us at mike@rothvoice.com.
This is a shout out for supporters. Tweet Coleman, Ed Williams, Dwayne Romick, Paul Sorgan, and Dr. Craig Curtis at K2 in the Villages. We will be hearing more from Dr. Curtis with short Alzheimer's tips each week. If you know someone who should be on the show, contact us at mike@rothvoice.com. The way our show grows is with your help. Text your friends about this show if you enjoyed listening, or just tell your friends. We thank everyone for listening. The content of the show is copyrighted by Roth Voice 2026. All rights reserved.